is that they might try to send both of them over to the eastern side and kind of have like a pillbox, if you will, set up with both of them where they put them both in the back line, sitting there, bow in-ish, utilizing their guns and just trying to play a bit more static. Again, I don't know if that's for sure. I haven't seen ZR run this comp, but we'll see if they do that.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Before we get too deep in this match, I just want to give a shout out to my international viewers. Thanks for joining in, guys. I know a lot of you. I see a lot of flags from Germany, Canada, Australia, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I know it's a weird hour in the world, especially in Europe. So thanks for staying up late. I hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. They want to know who their teams are up against.
Absolutely.
So Red Front is indeed heading over to the west, so I guess it's going to be an AC play with that Des Moines helping out over at C.
Well, let's see. We've got. It looks as if we've got one of the gearings going center here with McKillen times Des Moines again backing him up. Destroyer Kuroshio Kai will be into B in seconds. He's got a little bit of fighter cover, so we'll see how that plays out. Kasumi DD's Grozovoy headed to C, as Shigure's Gearing and Kinu's Hindenburg and Shino Explosives Montana head over, looking like they're going to play delaying action to the north side of A.
Hey, gents, I'll be right back.
All right.
Fair enough.
Kuroshio Kai, of course, into B now.
Usually we see a Des Moines, just for my viewers, usually we see a Des Moines over here parked up on the north side of B cap, in position to radar, deny scouting with planes, all that good stuff.
Right.
And the fun thing is we got that island to the south, so same thing happens down here.
Well, you called it, because McKillen Time is going to be in that position. You showed your guys north of A in literally like now. He's basically there.
Yep. Interestingly enough, Major Read this is choosing not to go there with his Des Moines. Instead, he's heading for C. I think he's going to do something similar over at C, just kind of lob up to where SAT is right now and deny the C cap.
All right, I'm back.
Carrier Midway here,
Welcome
punishing these dive bombers over here on the 9 line. That scouting, bit of scouting, getting them off the board. The fighters, let's see, who is this? Kuroshio Kai looked like he was briefly spotted in B, but he caps B uncontested. No shells taken. He will probably rotate up and go give McKillen Time some smoke now as CUTER begins to build a lead here on the early B cap. We see that both of ZR's destroyers are now into A and C.
Yep. So they gave up B cap so they can get themselves to the flanks.
Indeed. Now, based on what I'm seeing, CUTER's going to let them have A. But I think that Kasumi DD's Grozovoy, it looks like he might get in to contest C momentarily. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, there are torps coming to where he might be coming out.
Well, he's
probably
right now.
gonna
He's
miss him.
oh, here they come. Nope. This could be bad. Kasumi now reacting to the incoming torps. He's going to eat at least one of these right on the broadside. Oh my goodness, desync. I guess he takes it in the bow. He does eat one. He's
Wow.
about half health now, as he dumps some return torpedoes down the same direction.
All right, now if I'm SAT score, I'm telling Reed this. Hey, pop your radar. Let's get this guy off the board. And that's probably going to happen now that the cap
I don't
is
know
there.
if he has the range, Zath. I'm not 100% sure on that.
That's true. That's very
It's
true.
hard to tell with the screen share, but I don't know.
Kasumi is north of the
Just
D
out of
line,
range.
fully in the D line here.
Yeah, he's going to stay back for
Okay.
a while now. So
Well, we see ZR now picking up the flank caps, the wing caps here, A and C, as they begin to close the gap and slowly build a lead of their own here in Game 4 on Warriors Path.
now if he can, if these guys, my guess is what ZR is hoping to do is to funnel CUTER into B. And if they can do that, I mean, they might just very well have this.
I don't know, man. CUTER seems disinclined to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've got a lot of force on these flanks. They'd have to make a big deployment change to try and pull that off. Cruiser Kenny snuggling up to some island cover here north of A, putting out his fires, kind of recouping some health. Kind of a quiet moment here for CUTER. They seem to be reorganizing, rethinking maybe some of their board position. All the forces north of C have pulled back all the way to the C line.
Dolphin Princess getting chunked heavily yet again.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Out in the open, H line just south of B cap.
H5.
Okay, I lost sight of him.
He got chunked down to just below half health. He is repairing, but that's not the first time that I've seen that happen with that guy.
That's been kind of a staple, I think. But here come the torp bombers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Indeed,
they're
Dolphin
coming
Princess
full
now
squadrons.
spotted, popping his
Trouble.
DF, wanting none of this garbage.
No, it looks like he'll be good.
Firmly flipping off these Kuryu torpedo bombers as they come in. Will any of them survive to drop? They will not.
Nope.
No.
Hindenburg AA proving as punishing as everyone believes.
And I like how Carefree Tongue immediately responding to get these bombers out to deny the vision
Yep.
so that Dolphin can get away.
Carefree Tongue bringing those fighters back as we conquer Derry. Looks like he might take one torpedo on the bow here and smoke north of C as Cruiser Yura continues to move north and avoid those torps entirely. Kasumi DD pushing south now, but we know there's a Des Moines lurking around that island just waiting to crush him if he dips his toes into the cap.
So those Yamatos are doing more of the static pillbox type thing. It's just the very wide, at least for the east. That's interesting. It's not bad. What they're doing is fine. It's just an interesting position.
Kino is starting to get nailed up here at the north of Alpha.
Ooh,
like
Kinu,
he's
Kinu very low already. 21,000 HP, more torpedoes coming in. He's going to
I think
dodge
he's gonna eat it.
those.
Nope.
He dodges those
Good.
very narrowly, one passing right down his starboard side here.
Forced to slow down, though, which means it's going to be harder for him to get out.
Indeed. Still losing health. Finally, fires are out, or he put them out. I'm not sure which. Just got to run north for a while. ZR now almost out to a 100-point lead here as we 7 minutes gone in the match. Suikaku Dairy also on about half health. CUTER as a team has given up just a tremendous amount of health so far for only 7 minutes played.
Red Front's got some shells coming in on the Hindenburg that's north of A for CUTER. He just goes undetected.
Couple hits.
Yep. He took about 5 or 6K there. He's down under 10,000. On fire again. Puts the fire out right away. Can't afford to get spotted.
No. And unfortunately, the air war is going to be lost by Carefree over here. Well, maybe not. But it's going to be a while before Vision can come back.
That's a very ballsy play by CUTER to shove their Des Moines into B.
So if I'm
Dolphin
CUTER,
just took another big chunk.
If I'm CUTER right now, I have to realize that A is not going to happen. So literally these guys need to start moving north, running north, kiting north, whatever, while the push happens at C. But at the same time, you look at the ZR board position south of C. How do you push against that? That Des Moines is in brilliant position. They're backed up by a Yamato and 2 Hindenburgs. I'm not sure that's easy. They need more help from somewhere. So Suikaku Dairy getting focused heavily now on 9,300 HP in his Yamato. Continuing to run north. If he goes down, I don't see a CUTER push at C happening at all. I don't think it's possible.
Redo Front in the Yamato sitting at the top part of H4 has his guns trained to the right into B. I know that Des Moines is shoved up against the island. The ZR Des Moines, Major Reed, this is well within radar range, so whenever it comes back up, Redo Front could be looking at a pretty nasty salvo. I don't know if the CUTER Des Moines is aware of that at the moment.
He probably isn't, because that Yamato has not been spotted in quite some time. Well, they see McKillen in there, but McKillen, he's snuggled up to an island. I'm not sure. Oh, he's moving out now.
Comes.
Well, I see some Hindenburg shells coming in. Yasupoi's obviously firing at him. There were the Yamato shells. Not much out of those.
Bit of a misplay, I think, with Redo Front. He moved his guns quickly to the Des Moines, not expecting to get another spot on the Hindenburg up to the north of A. Had he kept his guns there, he might have been able to wipe that guy off.
The trick is that with McKillen, we know the Yamato will get at least one more salvo as long as that radar is active.
The shells are inbound.
Here they come. I see them coming in. Nope.
Wow,
nothing.
2 very poor salvos. That was... Did he even hit any?
No.
As McKillen time decides he's going to return fire, he starts launching AP at Redo Front.
Why not, right?
Kasumi DD dipping his toes into AC briefly, but no dice there. As we approach the halfway mark of the match, ZR's board control continues to work for them. They're about 170 points up, continuing to grow.
They had some hits finally.
Major Reed this just took a decent hit.
Yep, that was from the Yamato. He was able to get one more salvo off.
Suikaku's repaired now. He's back up to about 25,000 HP. I really feel like if CUTER doesn't make a push at C soon, they're going to lose their opportunity to do it at all.
Yep, we're at the halfway mark. No ship's dead yet, but definitely board control heavily favoring ZR.
Absolutely. CUTER has just coughed up a lot of health for very little gain here as Kasumi DD pushes his toes back into the northeastern edge of the sea cap. Is he in radar range? He is, but he knows that Regius's radar is down for a little while longer. Probably, what do you think? Another 60 seconds or so at least?
Yep. There's Kasumi being spotted now at sea.
Planes coming in to try and spot him. They do pick him up. He pops his DF and smokes immediately. No bomb hits.
He got a hit.
Yeah,
that's good for the reset.
He must have gotten a reset, but he didn't actually do any damage. Must have been a module hit.
Lousy modules.
Made you read this. Takes another decent-sized hit there, down to about 26,000 HP or so. Fishing for Kasumi into smoke.
Coming in on rudder front in the Yamato, and he's kind of being caught flat-footed right now.
Yes, he is. Big torpedo strike going in on that nasty Yamato torpedo belt.
It's going to take, what, 6?
It's going to take, it looks like he's going to take 7. 7 torps land on Redo front, chunking about 40,000 hit points off of his Yamato. That might give CUTER a health advantage, and they allow them to push at A if they want, as they bag C here with 8.5 minutes to play.
And here comes the HE spam.
He is flooding. Redo front left flooding there. Unspotted, however. No eyes on him at the moment to pressure him.
Just used his repair.
Yep.
He's getting behind the island.
As which gearing is it at C? He's back in the cap.
SAT.
SAT. All right, SAT score back in the C cap to contest it on behalf of ZR. Kasumi, another torp strike coming in on where Kasumi might eat one. Not looking promising. Ooh, is he going to dodge these? Yes, he is. Whew.
And SAT forced to get out of the cap because of being spotted.
Spotted by planes and driven out of the cap now. CUTER about 140 points down, closing the gap slowly with 8 minutes to play here on Warrior's Path.
Yep. The torpedo bombers coming back to sacrifice themselves, get Redo front spotted, and set on fire.
Yep, Redo front spotted now. South of A, being focused now by the Des Moines in B, the Hindenburg, and the Montana north of A, all firing at him.
Shells are coming back in at the Des Moines.
Oh!
What a shot!
There was a shot. Redo front exacting his vengeance on McKillen in B as ZR bags the first kill of the match.
Puts him in his place.
ZR almost within 100 points of victory now as SAT score forges back into C.
Little late on the smoking, but he's probably going to be okay.
He should be okay. They don't have any radar over there to spot him, and their only radar on the board is now out.
He needs to turn his anti-air off.
Mad damage.
All right. Well, with the loss of the Des Moines camped out in B, that frees up SAT score to move duck back into C. Pretty much, yeah.
You know, it didn't happen as much in the Tier 8 meta. You could afford to, shove a cruiser, at least with radar, up in and around B in those islands, and you could get away with it. But here at Tier 10, because there's so much more range, and the guns are so much more dangerous.
Yeah,
you can work those angles a little bit better.
The range and the angles, you can suddenly take shells from 25 kilometers away.
That spot that the Yamato was in, it's also not just for the Yamato, but for any battleship. That is a wonderful angle to work into B, and they were able to take care of it.
CUTER forces at C, now basically in full retreat, all running north, ceding the C cap to ZR, who's almost about to win, essentially. And that's going to just accelerate the process. Is Shinato almost out?
Well, he's got some surprises coming his way.
Oh, goodness, I see this. More torpedoes coming in on Shinato. Turning in to try and dodge them, but not enough. GRE bags a big kill here as ZR moves to within 10 points. A few more ticks will do it. I think this is going to end it, guys.
That looks like GG to me.
It does. Yep, there comes the GG from CUTER as ZR claims the third place match, Game 4, and the match. They will face TWA tomorrow in the grand finals.
What a game.
I gotta give major props to both teams, right? ZR played so well, but CUTER just looked really rough those first 2 games and came back and played a very, very solid Game 3 and basically proved to everybody, you know what, we belong here. We may still lose this match, but we can absolutely play at this level. So hats off to them.